Alright, we're going to call this one the YouTube Easter Special. We're going to do something a little bit different today. We're going to take a little walk in the wilderness and see what's out there to be seen. Maybe I'll run across Bigfoot or Dogman and finally put me out of my misery. Or maybe, if he tries to eat me, he might end up with a bellyache. If you haven't noticed, it's kind of cold, kind of crappy today. But we're going anyway. Just to see what there is to see. I interrupt this broadcast to bring you some breaking news. China admits to working with the coronavirus in their Wuhan laboratory, but insists that the release was an accident. What most Americans aren't aware of is that this virus was released to China. Looks like I got during the Obama administration. Myself here today. That means if something goes wrong, there ain't no backup. But I kind of like it that way. There's an eagle. This links the Obama administration directly to the Wuhan virus, now known as COVID-19, and makes him eligible, in my opinion, to be charged with crimes against humanity. And it's been a while since I've been back here. I forgot that you got to do a little island hopping to get where you want to go. I've caught a lot of fish back here over the years. Catfish, smallmouth bass, largemouth bass, they're all in here. The trick is figuring out what they're biting on. It's not so bad right now, but it gets super creepy out here when the sun starts to go down. When this news comes out, it's going to shock the American public, hopefully into full consciousness, and prime the American public and the world for the flood of information waiting in the wings. Apparently this goose doesn't like me being out here too much. It's a warning call to let everybody else know there's somebody back here that isn't necessarily supposed to be. Leastwise in his opinion. That this was a manufactured crisis designed to distract the world from the crimes that have been committed, and as a last-ditch effort to usher in world government and the system that they have been trying to build for quite some time. In other words, in case you haven't figured it out, they were trying to kill you to save themselves.
Most people are spending their time with their family today. I'm out here walking around in the woods in the rain. It's actually a lot better alternative than hanging out with a bunch of people who are full of shit, who would more than likely say whatever they deem as necessary to accomplish their own ends, whether it be fair-minded or not. Hey, there's a nice pile.
And even if you're a non-confrontational, passive person, if that information doesn't upset you just a little, you just might want to reconsider your non-confrontational position. There's still a threat. You're still in danger. There are still precautions to be taken. However, the worm of injustice may have just turned to the side of justice.
Apparently, there's a beaver around here somewhere.
Use caution. Be aware. Be informed. Because shit just got real. A lot of people are exposed now because they decided to go along with all of this.
Even on a crappy day like today, it's still beautiful. Try to walk my way out. Maybe I'll trip over something. Give you all something to laugh about.
We now return to our Easter special. More news to follow. Happy Easter and Godspeed.
But as far as that goes, I've been tripping over shit all of my life. And if you don't actually fall down, it doesn't really count. Oh, this is a little out of place. Railroad tie. Fresh one even. Never been stamped to nothing, it doesn't look like. I'm not gonna flip it over to find out though. Well, no dogman, no Bigfoot. We did find a little nature along the way. And a big old pile of, well, you know what. suppose to give you a parting thought here. We don't just get to stick our heads in the sand and pretend that evil isn't out there. We don't get to stick our fingers in our ears and say la 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 in order so that we don't have to hear it. Because when and if we decide to do that and act that way, it only gives those who are looking to undermine us and take things from us and make us victims the opportunity to do so. We have to be vigilant. We have to be aware. Because even though you might not see it right out in the open or in that moment, there's evil out there. And unless you're willing to call it out, it's only going to prosper.